Sorry for not posting as frequently. That's my bad. So, I've done a little bit of remodeling, so to speak. As you can see, I've got car lifts, I've got a set of tires in a toolbox. So, and I've done a little bit with the Pro mod. So, let's do a race with the Pro mod so I can show you the little tuning I've done to it. Sorry if it's loud, I'm just trying to get it to the right volume. As you can see, there was a small delay there because I have a delay box. But I still win almost 240 in the 8th mile. And if you look at the replay, I beat him, but it was close because there's the finish line. Third gear, we were neck and neck. Luckily, I had more gearing, and when I basically passed it, just right about there. It's hard to get it so evenly. I probably had a car length before he could catch me, so, which isn't bad. Yeah, it's also an 8th mile race, so that don't help. But no, again, sorry for not posting as frequently as I said I would. Just been busy. Just been busy with personal stuff. You know, life never gives you a break. Damn. As I said again, almost 40. Damn. We just blew out of that dude's life. Oh. Wow. We also have a lot more power than they do. They got a small block on a stage 1 turbo. If you can't see, it's... Can't see, that's where I'm looking at right here. That's what it tells you. It's what they have. And then if you look at mine, I have a stage 4 turbo on a big block, so I think I got a little bit more power than they do, just a tiny bit. And you can tell right there too where their name is. It tells you what they have. I'm getting good at timing it. So as you can tell, I went off pretty good. I don't think I had that good of a reaction time. I really didn't. I did. We were both. Sorry, yawn. Sorry. We both kind of had close to the same reaction time. But just because. Still, he's got a small block. I've just got more power than he does, so I can afford a few second delay with getting off that line. Oh, I gotta fix that. That's okay, I can fix that later. Wow. They only went 206 miles an hour? Jesus. But no, if you want to know what I said I gotta fix later, is my front suspension is just a little high. See that little black dot next to my grill? The hood? It's a little too low. I don't know why I said high. It's a little low, so I have to fix that. It's gonna take 2 seconds. I just have to either bring the clearance up on the suspension or the stiffness. So, but that takes, as I said, 2 seconds. And you can tell if when you looked at it, I just spammed all the way to 6th gear. I still beat him. You can see when I shifted to him, I just smashed them all right there, probably half track. So I really shouldn't have, because I would have went a lot faster. You can see 1, 3, 5, 6, all back to back. So if I would have been a few seconds slower with that, he would have probably caught up. But I knew it's not that far, and I had to jump on him. So I knew I wouldn't have lost. See, if you look at the other cars, the same thing that I gotta fix on mine. The front suspension's just a little too low. And you can see when I do my burnout, my tire temperature, I try to keep it at 130, 135, like 34, 35, in that range. Why? Honestly, I don't know. It gives me the best. That's the sweet spot, is where you want to be with this car and my setup. That's the sweet spot for it. There might be a better one that I haven't found yet. Like, let's try 120 and see what that does. But like, as I said, 134, 135 in that range is really good. So like 130 to 135, that's good too. Ooh, that was I don't want to say it was a close race, because it really but it was. As you can see, I passed the finish line. He was right there. Less than a car length. And I was bouncing, if you saw. Look at my front end bouncing like that. If I get off, I just start bouncing for a few seconds. So I shouldn't do that again. And that was at tire pressure at 128. So So yeah, anything from 130 to 135 is the sweet spot. If you go over to 136 like I have, it's not too big of a deal. Two 35 still ain't bad. So yeah, that was the pro mod. So let's try. And if you can't tell, my storage, I have 2 cars of storage. I was trying to make some nice cars. So if we look at them, if you know the Murder Nova, you know he's got this car, same as the original OG, and that's one of his bigger sponsors. It was, he had it black, but then they wrapped it white because the car got so hot, and it looks really sexy being white. The black is nice too, but this just makes it really good. And I have 2 cars here. What's the second one? There it is. If you don't know, that's okay. A lot of people don't. But this is a 1967 Chevy Impala. If you get the reference of this car, perfect. If not, that's okay. It's a series, I believe, on Netflix. I could be wrong. They might have taken it down. But it's called Supernatural. And it's a really good series. If you get a chance to watch it. This car, it's supposed to be a 4-door, but in the game they only have the 2-door, which is fine. But it's Baby, the main car. Like, well, the only car really used. It's the hero car. The car that is basically in every, I don't want to say every episode, but it's got a lot of screen time to it. And it's got a pretty big trunk. Look at the size of that trunk. You could probably hide a body in there. And also, that's one of the reasons they chose this car, is because it's really intimidating. It's got a big engine bay too, so you can either fit a big block or a small block in it. But that's the later project to kind of finalize and tweak everything to it. Plus, we got a nice update where we have Discord over here. So if you have the game and you wanna team up on Discord, it's right there. The link's right there. You just gotta hit it, and it takes you straight to Discord. We also got the Prestige, which is a nice prenup. But no, where you get certain race cars from people. So this is Justin Swanstrom's prenup. If you watch Street Outlaws, No Flip Kings, or anything, or just in general watch my YouTube, go watch them. Go watch everybody. So this is Jerry Bird's GT500. This is actually not a bad car. It's a nice car. And you got an old Ferrari, I'm guessing. I could be wrong. Nope, it's an old Ferrari. Possibly. I think it is. And you got Caleb Warren's Mustang. So you can just flip. I think I skipped one. I don't. You can just flip through here. Look at all. See, there's another Justin Swanstrom car. This is actually a really nice car. I love this car. It's called Bad Blood, if you can't read right there in the top corner. But this was his, I believe, No Prep King's car. Yeah, it was. But I love that he used the 69 Camaro. It just looks so sexy. I don't know what it is about the car, or it could just be me. I love every old car. You name it, I'd call it a sexy car. And you got Scott Taylor, Tracto. Got Daddy Dave, 66 Camaro. Or, sorry, 1966 Chevy Nova. It could be a Chevy 2, but I'm not sure. And before somebody tries to correct me and say it's a 67, I know it's a 66. Because if you look at the headlights above, a 66 is flat, which it is. 67, if you look at the zip tie, which I'll show you, has a little cover to it. They got Monza. Which this is a nice car. This is a sexy car. The black and just a little bit of camo to it. Then you got Ryan, the Fireball Camaro, Jeff Lutz, Kai Kelly. See, this is what I was trying to do with the Shocker. I tried to recreate it. Did my best. Lizzie. And you got Sean's Martinova. You can see I still probably need to fine tune the one I'm making. But if you look, I have different exhausts. Because this is from like the very beginning. And I believe it was 2013. Discovery came out with Street Outlaws. This is what he originally had before he went to the Zoomies. This is nice. And you got Chief, which I might try to recreate this. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be too hard, but it ain't gonna be accurate. But it's gonna be close. Now this is a car I wish they had in the game, and you didn't have to become a member to get it. Because I believe this car you have to be a member to get it. I just realized the hood's kind of coming up off the side of it a little bit. Look at that. See? Right there. You can kind of see the engine a little bit. And you got Boosted GT. Nice. This is a nice car. Stinky Pinkies. That's awesome. But yeah, as I said, just kind of zoom through these a little bit. Look at them. Just another Disco Dean one. And Derek Ward's performance. I have no idea who that is. So if I don't know certain people, like this one, I don't know who this person is, or if it's just the brand of the car. But and then you get the limited edition ones that they give you I believe every day they give you a new. Yeah, it's every day when you turn the game on, they give you a list of a couple new cars. That's a loud car. What I mean by loud is just the colors. But no, so one of the updates we had were exotic cars. See how it says new right there in the top? So you got a Lambo, you got a McLaren, you got an Audi. If I say them wrong, I'm sorry. Ferrari. It took me a minute because I was going to say Porsche, but it's not. And then how I knew it was a Ferrari is the taillights. The Ford GT. And then this is a Porsche. I don't know why I got the Ferrari mixed with the Porsche. It happens. Alright. Nobody's perfect. But yeah, so that's basically the new update was the exotic cars and a few other things. Actually, I think this is the farm truck. Let's look at that real fast. This is giving me Billy the Kid vibes. The truck. And if you don't know who that is, look him up on YouTube. He's amazing. He drives. I mean, he drives. Because he's got... Nope, this one's a farm truck. Look at the headlights compared to him. Because those are square These ones are circular. And if you go to the farm truck, they're circular too. Oh no, they're like round. But that's besides the point. Billy the Kid, he is amazing. He's got a 1969 Chevy Nova. Basically, what Sean has. And he has a new car he's making, or he had made, and he's testing it. But he's just, it's insane. So you know what? Let's drive the Nova. Small block turbo drag radials, 6500. I'm trying to find a quick race where I'm not spending multiple races on it, but it's fine, I guess. It's just to test it out a little bit. Oh, this is a small block. This car we have is a small block. Like the car we're racing. Damn. We lost. Ouch. Well, back to the drawing board. Lost that race. Let's look in transmission. 3. Let's bump him down a tiny bit. Let's go 280. Alright, 280 should be fine. That's my issue. Alright, so let's leave that there. Bump him up. Up. There. Bump him up 2. Let's go 2 for you. Bump you up to 70. Bump you back down to 80. There. And if you guys want to, like, take this tune in the transmission and tune it even more, where you go faster, go ahead. Or you want to use this tune, go ahead. Just be ready for when, like, if we ever do run into each other on this and we race, be ready, because when I lose, I'm gonna go back to the drawing board, tweak it, and try to beat you again. Like, try to beat you because I lost. So. But it's all fun and games, basically, is what it is, so. Okay. As you saw, we won, but I read that. Yeah, it's squirrely right there between first and second. But it was a close finish. Because look at that's where it's so hard to get this right on it. There. Basically, there. It's a half. Actually, it's a little more than a half car, but still close. Nonetheless. Win again. Or try to win. Because for some reason I can't beat this person. It's driving me crazy. If I can't beat him, I'm probably just going to switch to a different car and try it, but. And then come back later and just see what I did wrong. And if you guys see what I'm doing wrong, please put it in the comments. It's really, really helpful. Jesus, there's another loss. I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know what. It's driving me bonkers. So, you know what? Let's trade zip time. Because they're both Pro Charge cars. So if Zip Tie can win, then I just gotta see what is up with the Murder Nova. I won, but I I read that bad. Ooh. Let's try that again. Spider Me. See if I not red light as bad as I did. I get really far doing that burnout, which is kind of nice. Because if you watch Street Outlaws, JJ even says, I don't care if you do a burnout from here to wherever. So, it's quite funny. Well, Zip Tie won. Look at that reaction time. 0.29. Right there. That is awesome. In my opinion, that's really, really good because you want to try to keep it in the double digits. And then quarter mile per hour was 246.67. So basically 247, which isn't bad. And then they only got 224. So do the math. You don't have to, I'm just saying. That's a pretty good run. So now all I gotta do is look at Murder Nova and see what the difference is between the two cars and see what I did. That's all good, that's all good. It's probably in the transmission is what I probably do. Ooh, damn. Yep. There it is. Alright, well, I'm gonna probably tweak the... Alright, there it is. Tweak the Murder Nova a little bit. So what we had 100 for first gear on Zip Tie, which isn't bad. What was it? Almost 3. Just drag that at like 299. So just bump him back up to 100. And then just kind of tweak everything from that. Let's go 205. And bump him to 170. Then bump him up a lot more. Let's go about... Let's go 140. No, too far. 145. And then 120. And what's the final one? Which is 6th gear. Let's go... 1, so let's go 1. I think that's good. So let's test that real fast, see what I get. Just anytime I tune up a car or something, I always like testing it to see if I like the tune or anything. Or I messed with the transmission a little bit, so I want to see if I like it. $230, that ain't bad. That's not as fast as Zip Tie was. But I wasn't spinning tires, so that's a plus. Not as fast, but that's okay. So, and then you got Kai Kelly in the shocker. You got Lizzie. I'm gonna check something really fast. I'm not keeping it like this. I just want to see something. Ooh, that's gonna look nice. Okay. I try to get it back to here. Customizations, because I want to put the hood back on. So this one, the flat hood, the little nose, the one I had a while ago, but then I did a little bit more kind of tweaking, if you want to call it that. I just realized they had returned the wipers. That's pretty cool. But it's kind of a triangle, and Lizzie's didn't have a triangle. It was more kind of, I think, smooth. But it also, if you look at the triangle, it cuts into the windshield. With hers, it didn't, but this kind of does, but not as bad. So they're not going to be exactly the same look, because look at Zip Tie. It's supposed to have a black top, and these corner pieces by the window are supposed to be black too. So, and this isn't the same color as Kai Kelly's, but it's close to it. And same with Sean's Renanova's front mod. It's supposed to be a little bit more different, because I believe there's 2 black racing stripes through the middle. I could be wrong, but hey, it's close enough, and that's all that matters, really. I don't even know if this bike, what's this? Come on. Thank you. Ooh. That's a unique setup. My bike is nowhere near that. He's also very slow. Well, I'll even show you a race. If I find a quick race. 2 or 3. Oh, drag radials. Drag radials. All motor. No. Fine. We'll go to 8. Oh, shoot. Yep, I'm gonna lose. But I can show you how fast the bike is anyway. I probably gotta go in and tune some things, but... Wow, that sounds like gunshots. And I'm gonna mention something right now. Yesterday, we had to lower the flags because there was a shooting involved. And there were children involved with the shooting. So everybody probably watched it on the news. But that was an emotional thing to do. Was lower those flags to half mast, which is on a flagpole it's halfway. So, but I wanted to mention that. So if you are watching it from that area where it was at or located, I want you to know that everybody else, we're praying for you. We're praying for everybody who was involved, the parents, the children, everyone. And we need to find a way to stop this stuff from happening. And I know we're trying, but I don't know. Sorry to go on a small tangent there. I just wanted to say that so people know. Oh man, he went 260. We only went 240. Jesus. Plus we red lit, so that didn't help at all. And as I said, if you want me to do like this, ooh. I got a good car for this. This is gonna be a nice build to do. This is gonna be a later build, but it's Dale Earnhardt. What's number 3 right there on both doors? This is basically, I don't want to say basically because it's probably not exactly the same, but it's close to the car he drove. And if you don't know who Dale Earnhardt is, ask your parents or just look it up. He drove NASCAR. He was in NASCAR. He was probably one of the most famous names in NASCAR history. But no, if you want me to make that car, which I'm planning on it. But no, if you want me to try to make Bad Blood as best I can, go for it. Or Dom's Charger from Fast and Furious. Which, that's gonna be a nice build to do. Especially with Fast 11 coming out. Ooh, where are my imports? Right there. Is there a Supra? Please tell me there's a Supra. Ooh, there's a GTR. Get it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. I want an old still. Oh my gosh. They got it in the game. I'm getting initial D vibes. But no, I can't tell if this soup. I think this is. It's so hard to tell. I'm thinking of the Supra, making it for Paul Walker. We got the GTR right here, and then we have the newer Supra that they had. Actually, that's the perfect color that they had in Fast 9. That is the perfect color, or at least close to it. But yeah, if you want me to save up and buy a dragster and do that, put it in the comments. Just see what you want me to buy another Pro Mod. Maybe buy the Corvette. Actually, I think I might want to now. Just to try to see if I can get it to go faster than the 69. Or buy this weird looking Mustang. Or whatever this is. I'm gonna say an older Corvette, maybe a Stingray. I can't buy this one. Darn. Yes, I know what you're saying. I could become a member, but I'm not going to. It's easier just to buy the normal, like, stock cars. So, like, if I want to make... There's the Impala. If I want to make Chief's car, they don't have a white. I hate you. If you've been a fan of Street Outlaws, you would know what I mean when I said white. Because if I go to Chief, his car is black. But if you've watched Street Outlaws or you've just been a huge fan of it for a while, you would know that Chief's first crow, shouldn't say first because it was, but the first crow, he got in a wreck and car was completely totaled. But somehow the engine and transmission both survived, so then he built the crow mod, and then they decided to go back to the roots of street racing, where no pro mods, no high-end, like, pro mod kind of cars on the street. And so they took his car off the list, and Jeff's car, sorry. And then he built this car that we know now, the Black Crow, which still looks amazing. And here's the thing, I did for Sean, I did the OG, and then I did the drag, is one that he has for drag racing. So technically I could do the same thing with Chiefs, is make the OG Crow, but then also the one he has now. And if you want me to buy, I don't think we have any Cadillacs, but if you want me to build Caddy Jack, which is Jackie's car she drives, I do not think we have, no, I don't think so. Damn it. Okay, well, unless you find it, I just really don't want to look through all of them. But as I said, whatever you guys want me to build, if I think I can build it as best I can, or I want to build it, I will. Let's do a race with Lizzie, just to see. I don't think I have to upgrade Lizzie at all, or tune it, but I might, depending. Got some really big wheelie bars, which is fine. I would have to tweak those a little bit, maybe, because I think those are fully extended to, what is it, like 2 feet, or the furthest distance. That ain't bad. Ooh, power penalty. Ooh, that's okay. We still won. We went 232. They only went 201. But we did get kind of squirrely. See how we got squirrely right there at third gear? But it's not too bad. How much is that to pay? Ooh, fudge. Almost 10 grand to fix it. So, we won, but we were kind of slidey and everything. So, I just had to go into transmission, kind of look at it a little more. I also only had 5 gears, so that's probably why. Oh, sorry, 4 was. Why do I have it so far? I don't know. Let's bring it in. Let's put it at 2.5. I think 2.5 is good. Yeah, I think so. So yeah, everything else seemed pretty good. So I'm happy with it so far, with everything. This is still my fastest car to date. Look at almost 400 miles an hour, which is awesome. Let's try to get 400 out of it. So let's go for 11. Then let's do a test run real fast, see how fast I can go. See how fast we let it go. Kinda went too far on the bump, but it's alright. Hey, I'm at 209 miles an hour, so that ain't bad. So let's try a new update they had, which I will show you. Is when you go to test and tune, I believe they didn't have the half-mile track. They might have before the update that we had. I don't know. But still, this is a 2-mile track is nice to race on, or just if you have a pro mod that you're trying to get to go 400 miles an hour, test it on here, because you got more room than the 8th mile. Nope. Darn. Only 370, but I also had a 306 reaction time, which is not good. Gotta get that lower, but it's alright. As I said, the 306 reaction time isn't the best, but it's alright. So I do want to let's try a free run. Let's do the drag strip, no limit motorways. If you look right there at the speed limit sign, it's 15 miles an hour. So let's be professional and go 15. That's 16, there we go. Stay on one side of the road. Or you can just be the bad driver and go 100 miles an hour down the road. Well, more like 60. Ooh, there's a couple people here. I'm not even gonna figure out how to pronounce those. Wow. Damn, we're flying. We're flying again. 5.2 seconds for the quarter mile. That's pretty impressive. Five one. I think it's because we're used to the 2-mile track, you know. Again, that ain't bad. So at least we're staying consistent with it. I'm trying to see what their reaction time is. Or like what their time is. I guess he left. Oh, nope, there he is. I could have waited a little bit longer and I would have saw him. Darn. It's fine. Let's see if this goes. Barrel flip. Nailed it. So yeah, if you want me to build something, or even if it's your dream car and that they have it in one of these categories, and it's not, I don't have to become a member for it, put it in the comments. I'll try to keep an eye on my comments and read them. So yeah, like, comment, share, come back. I don't want to say a couple days, but just put notifications on so you never miss me trying to go fast. Or want to see me lose every race I race, go for it. Which I try not to. And if you're also new to the game, join the Discord. We'll try to help you out. One 230 ain't bad. I can go faster though, I know I can. I also read that, if you guys can't tell. So yeah, like, subscribe, and share. I'll catch you guys in the next one.